I want to film this right now because I'm feeling pretty good. Not saying that to brag to you, but I'm feeling okay. I don't feel the greatest, you know. I don't feel absolutely ecstatic. I know tomorrow it might change, but for now, it's I still find it funny how every little inconvenience in your life, every little setback, it feels like the end of the world. And the good times, they come, but they also go very fast. They don't last very long, and it sucks. You can spend the first 29 days feeling absolutely feeling like nothing's going right, but on that one day that you feel good, on the 30th day, you might feel very, very good. But is it really worth it if the next 29 days are bad? I think it is, and I want to believe it is. I feel like I had this naively optimistic lens that everything will turn out all right, that everything will be in my favor eventually if I just keep at it. I don't know if it's true. So far, it's been all right. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like everything's gone perfect and everything's gone just perfectly my way, because it hasn't. But yet, I still have to get up in the morning, put on a smile, and pretend like it's all right. There are a lot of times when I was in my darkest pit, and I felt like I had nobody to talk to. I had nobody but myself. Those are the times when I had to search really deep within and accept that maybe in this life, nobody will understand me best like I understand me. And that's okay, because ultimately, that's how it is with everybody. But too often do we try to shut out this internal voice within us because we don't want to confront the idea that maybe deep down, we're alone. And I used to think that was a bad thing, but now, not so much anymore. Why does it have to be a bad thing? Maybe you gotta just be okay with yourself and have hope that one day things will turn out all right. Because at the end of the day, it usually does. Things will usually figure itself out and you'll be doing all right. It's funny for me to be talking about optimism because I know sometimes I just don't come off that way at all. But I mean, internally I am just chill. I used to think it was a bad thing because maybe I wasn't being realistic enough. But seeing the people who have always told me to stop being so naive like that, they're all miserable. And I'd rather be, you know, naive and optimistic than miserable like that. That's not to say I just do stupid shit thinking there's no consequences. Obviously, there are consequences to things. But I do shit in hopes that it turns out all right. You know, it's been really good for me to come back home, to come back and live with my parents. My drive to make money and to be better is back. But it's also a double-edged sword because there's also comfort here. Because what if I get too comfortable? You know? I'm motivated by my parents. I'm motivated, oddly enough, you know, I'm motivated by my family. Not in the sense where they encourage me or where they support me. I mean, I wouldn't say it like that. Like, of course they support me. But I mean, through just watching them live their life, I can see how I don't want to end up. And I use that to push me forward. I use that as a basis for me to go around, you know? Because I really do want to show them a better life. But again, sometimes I do feel like I get too comfortable and I forget that. I guess what I can compare it to is, as a man, I feel like you have this deep-seated hatred. I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it's from your childhood. But you have this male aggression that you need an outlet for. And I feel like if you don't have a healthy outlet for it, it's gonna manifest into something ugly. I'm lucky because I got boxing, I got this video stuff, and I got my business that I can, you know, use that energy towards. I guess now that I'm back home, it reminds me of all the people that have doubted me, that I've always assumed that they know me from the outside, that I've assumed that from the way I am, how I look right now to them, they know how I'm gonna be and how I'm gonna turn out. That angers me, but that also pushes me because I want nothing more than to work on my business, to work on this, and to work on bettering myself so I can show them that things aren't always how it appears, that things aren't always as black and white as they have said. Because the people that doubt you, I feel like it's always through a negative lens, and in turn, I guess that makes the aggression in me kind of negative as well, but I want to turn it into something positive. Look, I don't really know what the topic of this video is going to be. I just wanted to talk. I always say that, man. Look at that moon. I think we should all learn to get in touch with ourselves, our true selves, and to talk to that voice within our head a little more. Not in a schizophrenic way, bro, but in a way where you're self-aware, in a way where you realize that you are an individual and you really do got to focus on yourself. If you want to make a positive impact on the world, then it has to start from you. And it also comes from taking accountability for everything that you do. I always talk about this, but it's still something that I'm always working on. For now, I'm just going to keep doing what I got to do. I'm just going to keep working on my own stuff. And hopefully my optimistic view, hopefully it becomes true. All right, I'll make this quick because the lighting is kind of shitty and I don't want to blow up the ISO. But I just want to quickly talk about this channel because I've been doing this for almost 3 years now. and it's really been a slow growth. And it sucks because sometimes I'll see other channels pop up on my feed just through recommendations, and they've only started like 8 months ago, and their channel is doing exponentially better than mine. It kind of discourages you because maybe you're not good enough. Then I'll compare our channels, our videos, and I realize I don't actually care. All the videos I make are literally actually for myself, because whether it's good or not, it's just something that I needed to express. And I feel like no matter what, I'm going to keep doing that because I need to do this. I need to just say what's on my mind and have an outlet for me to just talk on. So every video you see on my channel, it's literally just going to be a catalog of myself, of little bits and pieces of how I am or how I wish to be. And we'll see where I take my channel from here. But I think at least for this channel, for this main channel, I want it to just be my creative expression. Some videos might be hit or miss. I don't care. My favorite thing to do is just to go back in time and just look at some old videos, and I have fun watching them because I remember how I felt in that moment. I know that's not the best for YouTube growth and whatever, analytics, business stuff, but I always have to remind myself of why I started, and it's literally just because I find it fun. I guess I'd be okay with going another 5 years without making any amount of money on this or any growth or views, because I just like doing this. But to the ones that actually watch and the ones that actually take their time to like and stuff, I appreciate that, man. Just know that I'm not going to stop doing this, because I know that if I stop, I'm going to regret that so much more, because I'm still able to say what I want to say and make my videos the way I want to make them. But yeah, that's it on the update on the channel, I guess. I feel like I'm always flip-floppy, but that's life, man. Sometimes you feel one way, another time you feel another. I used to think I was bipolar, but maybe I'm just human.